You know what's really embarrassing today is that I was hearing about something on the radio last year, and I heard someone attack some kid on a bus, stabbing him like numerous times and cutting his head off and stuff. And I was listening to this standoff on the radio. This is just retarded. And I've always been hearing about just large amounts of violence that just seems to be occurring in the prairie provinces, especially in places like Winnipeg and such. When I heard that this is reoccurring again, I thought, this is retarded. It's ridiculous. You know, it's insane. I turned it off. I didn't want to hear anymore. Um, yeah, I just found out recently that what I heard was much more worse than what I originally thought had happened. This guy killed a kid, stabbed him 60 times. He cut off his head. He lopped off his ears, nose, and tongue. He's eating this kid's organs, his flesh. He's cannibalizing this person. He's doing it calmly and collectively. This is not something that's normal. It was so insane when I heard it. I almost thought it was a hoax. So I thought, why waste my time listening to this crap? But then all of a sudden, I hear so now after all these responses and after all the stuff that I've read for like hours now, I've been reading all this stuff, catching up and getting all fired up. It says Canada. I'm embarrassed to be Canadian today because realistically, this son of a bitch is getting away with murder. That's just and not just murder. This asshole is getting away with one of the most heinous crimes of my day. I don't even know what to say. Is this the right thing to do? Is to put crazy, insane, mental killers like this guy in an institution for rehabilitation? I don't want to say I know everything about the mental state of this guy and his schizophrenia. What a fucking generalization that is. Because one thing I do know about schizophrenia is there's more than one type of schizophrenia. There's different degrees of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia also has triggers. They end up in delusional states of mental fracture of reality. They seem to perceive their subconscious and everything around them as something completely different. Like, I have two friends and one aunt that are schizophrenic, and I work closely with these people and help them one time or another. And in my absence now, they're all back in hospital. But if you stay close to these kind of people, you really realize there are a lot of functional mental patients out there that can actually be normal people in society. And then there's this fucking asshole that comes out of nowhere. Some fucking, especially the fact that he's a foreigner. He's not even from Canada. He's here and he's I don't know he's mental. Like, how did he get here in the first place? Who the hell let this crazy fucking nut in here and why? And this guy is going about a normal day, does this heinous fucking crime, and he was asking to be killed, and we're just gonna sit there and do nothing about it. Like, is there no sense of decency anymore about what we're doing with our fucking criminals? I mean, this asshole. Anybody, like, here's the thing: you commit a crime, and if it's something that can be rehabilitated, fine. But this motherfucker didn't just kill this kid; he did it in the name of his god. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's not crazy because we're fighting fucking wars across the oceans about the same bullshit. Their gods are the reasons why we're infidels, and this fucker cuts a head off this fucking Canadian to make an example. And all you have to do is say you're fucking insane from another country. You come over here and fucking kill us underground? As far as I'm fucking concerned, that son of a bitch should be put in front of a firing squad and shot to death. That would probably do us a whole lot more. That would be way too good for him. Fuck that. That asshole should have exactly the punishment to fit the fucking crime. You know, I hear these debates about capital punishment and putting the death penalty back on the fucking on the slate. I'm sorry, but preservation of life is a Canadian thing. It's the value of life. No diss to the Americans, because I know there's a lot of Americans who also see life as a treasure, as an experience that we all deserve to be a part of, and it's a natural point where we get to die as well as live. So when you get murdered, and that's something that's so fucking ridiculously heinous, like this kid just didn't get to die in peace. This kid This kid literally was fucking like ripped apart by another human being in an animalistic, primitive, fucked up thing that he did to this kid is being way overlooked as an insanity thing. I mean, if you fucking did this anywhere else in the fucking world, they'd fucking have dealt with you by now, you motherfuckers. You know what really pisses me off? Is there's a lot of bullshit that goes on that, you know, I live in Calgary. The only problem with Calgary is that there's some fucking tough police. I wish that son of a bitch would have been here when he did that, because, you know, the type of cops that we have here, I really don't like them, and because they're so fucking aggressive, but the cops that fuck we have here, go there and fucking should have gone there and shot that motherfucker. You know, I agree with a lot of people that say that, you know, this guy didn't deserve to live, and he still doesn't deserve to live. He's not going to be made to make up for any of his crime. He's not even going to be made to feel guilty. I mean, this guy is not going to suffer a fucking day for this goddamn thing because he's a nutcase. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You're a nutcase, you get to fucking have a free ticket to fucking murder? What the hell are you guys fucking doing there in fucking Ottawa? You sons of bitches need to learn how to fucking treat a human being like a human being. You go down there and you see this kid's fucking parents. You tell them right to their goddamn faces why you let this son of a bitch get off fucking scot-free. Every year this guy gets to get put up for parole. You know what? He's not going to spend the rest of his fucking days in a goddamn mental institution. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's the Canadian way to rehabilitate and put him back into society. He doesn't deserve the same rights as a human being. He's a fucking animal. And he doesn't even deserve to be called Canadian because he's not. He's a foreign piece of shit. He came over here to find sanctuary and he's done something so stupid and heinous. It's literally ripped the fucking fabric of our country. Like, we all know Canada is a decent place to be. We're laid back and we get shit on by our neighbors because we're so fucking laid back. So this kind of crime, I swear to God, this kind of crime has to be dealt with. I mean, I'm almost willing to mail this son of a bitch across the fucking border and let some of these fucking brutal Americans take care of him because they really know how to deal with some of these fucking asshole murderers. I mean, this guy didn't have a reason to murder this kid. This kid never did anything but, yo, how's it going, bro? Nothing. Nothing to this guy. This kid was coming home with dreams. This kid was coming home with fucking ideas. This kid was at the prime of his fucking youth. And this son of a bitch and crazy cocksucking asshole fucking declares he's doing it for his God? Then he says he's crazy? What the fuck is it? Is he a jihad motherfucker? Or is he a goddamn lunatic? But either way, he's going to have to be fucking held responsible. And as far as I'm concerned, our penal system should include the fact that if you declare somebody fucking mentally insane, you should be held responsible for the fucking patient that you put out in the fucking street, because as far as I'm concerned, if you don't rehabilitate and they reoffend, you should be held accountable. And that, my friends, should be a Canadian way. Held accountable. You want to preserve life? You make everybody answerable. Everybody's answerable. And this bullshit, man, what the? This is, you know what, fuck you guys. You're embarrassing, man. This isn't criminal justice. This is a fucking atrocity, you fucking assholes. You've given a whole bunch of fucking crazy, nutty motherfucking maniacs who have nothing but this kind of criminalistic idea in their fucking head. We're Americans shut us down because, you know what we're doing, man? We're letting these fuckers come into our property and let us become fucking victims and examples of what the fuck they want to do to Americans. We're even over there fighting these Afghanis, for fuck's sakes, for no fucking reason. As far as I'm concerned, dude, do you see that kind of shit happen in war on the streets? Like, I mean, you hear about this stuff. You can even see some crazy-ass fucking psycho killer fucking movie. But you don't see it on a fucking Canadian street. You know why? Because we're fucking not evil up here. That son of a bitch, I swear to God, he should be sent back to whatever fucking hell he came from. He should be dealt with by his own fucking people, because Canadians are so much of a fucking pushover. And I'm a born and bred Southern Albertan, motherfuckers. And I'll tell you right now, this is a bunch of fucking bullshit. And you guys need to look deeper into your laws. As far as I'm concerned, he isn't a criminal. He's a fucking psychopath. And a psychopath will never, never, ever, ever rehabilitate. He's always going to have that taste of blood. Remember, he's licking his fingers. This guy was fucking sane when he did this. He wasn't insane. And he's copping out a God insanity. You fucking retards are embarrassing. Fucking stupid assholes. Get your shit together and fuck off. And that's the Canadian way.